Hello guys, welcome back. I'm in the woods. It's a lovely day. It's quite cool today even though it is sunny, so I'm pretty happy about that. Driven in today, a little off-roading, it's still quite muddy in here, and I've come out to show you the R1500 Allpowers power bank. So this is the R1500. I've also got the solar panel kit with me, so we'll have a look at that as well. But it's 1152 watt hour power station, so pretty big, and it's 1800 watt pure sine wave AC output with a 3000 watt surge. Now we'll get onto that in a bit. It's them Life PO4 batteries, so it's that newest kind of technology, which is great. Pretty low sound levels with the fan and that, and it can be used as a UPS as well. 15 millisecond response on that. So that's pretty cool if you're using it with a computer or, you know, whatever is quite vital to you. I'm not going to take a power bank out and not try it out while I'm out here, and I'm also not going to come out here without cooking, so I've brought with me some chicken nuggets. These are just frozen chicken nuggets. I'm not too far from home here. I had them in the cooler. So we'll try out. I've not tried this yet actually. I've not even checked the wattage on it. So I think we'll put it on about 160, and there we go. So we can see what we're getting on the drawer here. It is going down fairly fast because cooking appliances, heating things, use a hell of a lot of electricity. So while that's cooking away, I'll talk about how I've used this already. The first time I took it out, if you remember from the main channel, was when I took out an Enterprise renter van and kitted it out for kind of van life for a day. An amusing video, but I used it in that just to power a TV, DVD player and just charge my batteries and stuff, and it worked wonderful. If you had that kind of setup, it'd work great in it, to be honest. I did take the solar panels out with me on that trip, but I also used them in the back garden when I first got it back in April, so it was very cloudy, not very sunny, but they were still getting like 50 watts when the clouds weren't fully over the sun. You would get the full 200 watts with them at the moment, no worries. What else did I do with it? After that, I used it to cook a cheese toastie in the kitchen, just to check out how much of a draw it could really take, kind of like I say, using heating elements, and worked a treat as well. Next use was quite a novel use as well. When I went camping with Owen up in the Midlands, we used it as a strimmer because we was in a big old field, so we had to cut back the grass just to make a nice area for us, you know, while we were camping there. And again, I did not check the wattage of the strimmer before going, and it kept up with it absolutely fine. I've also used it on a few other camps when I've had like my truck with me, like when I was in the inflatable tent, kind of glamping it up and stuff. And it's a good manageable size. It's not too small that it's useless, and it's not too big that it's completely ridiculous like the ones on wheels and stuff for actually portability. It's pretty good for like a van, you know, maybe a shed, a cabin, fishing trip, all that kind of stuff. Maybe even a backup in like a caravan or something. But they give you indication times of what it can power. It can do like a 120 watt refrigerator for 6.5 hours, a Wi-Fi router for 39 hours, a microwave for an hour, and now we're going to see how it does with an air fryer and have some lunch. Now, just to go into that 1800 watt kind of output with the 3000 watt surge, when I first got here today, I thought, oh, I'd start the video off and I'll make a cup of tea with the kettle. Again, didn't check the wattage or anything, but I did afterwards. Now, it clicked off the power bank, and that's because this is 3000 watt surge, basically, 3000 watt kettle. Surge means when you kind of first turn it on, it's going to draw a lot more, and that can kind of, you know, overload a lot of power banks. Now, 3000 watt is a very large surge, but obviously this kettle is just on the brink of that. Sometimes when that happens, you might get lucky sometimes, because it's kind of luck of the draw, but yeah, I did reach its limit. Now, as Allpowers, they sent me the first power station to review on the channel, and that was probably more than a couple of years ago now, and that is still going strong. A friend of mine uses it now, out in the woods and stuff like that, and yeah, it's still going after all this time. It's been used a lot, and I use that a lot. I mean, you saw it on the channel a hell of a lot. So they are a company I definitely trust. So that was a 1400 watt 240 volt air fryer, and we've had it on, what did we have it on for? 13 minutes, something like that. We're down to 78%. Not bad really. Now, like I said, I like to test these in an extreme way, and things that heat up are the extreme way of testing them. You're running a TV, games console, charging your batteries and stuff, you're going to get hours and hours and hours and hours out of this thing. Now, I do like to make these videos entertaining, but I don't want to let it drag on just for the sake of it, so I'm just going to go over what we've actually got on here. Obviously the colour display there and power button. We've got our 12 volt DC output here. We've got USB-A's, 18 watt, and we've got USB-C's, which are 100 watt, which is great for kind of charging more modern laptops and stuff. We've got our mains plugs in the bottom here, 220 to 240, 1800 watts, as we said before, with the surge. Obviously internationally they're going to look a little bit different. On the top here we've got our two wireless charging spots, and they output at 15 watts apparently. Under the vents here we've got these two nicely stored away ports, and they're for battery expansions, so you can get batteries basically as big as this again, and stack them and daisy chain them. And over on the other side, also with a nice press open and locking kind of hinge, we've got our inputs for our solar and mains as well. That's the protector or fuse or whatever you want to call it. Sorry, still eating nuggets. Two more things to mention before I wrap this up is they do a kit that comes with the solar panel. This is a really great size for a solar panel. Obviously that's pretty portable, you can carry that around quite easily and store it quite easily, but the size it gets out to is pretty big. I'm not going to do it here right now, but I saw it on the van video, and there'll be some footage in this of me using it at home as well. You've got storage for your cables and stuff, and your stand, so you can get it at the right angle. But that's one of my favourite sized solar panels that I've used, to be honest. Last thing I wanted to touch on really is that there is a code for this. If you want to buy this, there's a link below, and there's a code for 10% off, which is still active, and that is Kent Survival with capitals but no space, as you can see on the screen. Yeah, I've been using this since April in a variety of conditions, and it's been absolutely great, as has the last one that I used. So yeah, feel pretty confident in saying, you know, I like this product. I get no commissions off that, never take commissions on review products, so you know, let your eyes be the guide, as they say. If you need something along this is going to get you through 99% of use cases. Thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it informative. I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.